Hi everyone! Sorry, folks. False start. Hi everyone, Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games. Welcome to this evening's stream where we'll be painting some more big old chunks of dragon. This is the green and the black heads from Maldrakar, or what I'm painting as the green and the black heads. So earlier on, it's so much Christmas! Hi Sharon, hi Tony. Yeah, so what was I going to say? So earlier on today I put Mal in the freezer. We have a chest freezer, and I put Mal in the freezer because there was a couple of bits that I couldn't get apart because when I first got it I hastily stuck it all together and then realised that I wasn't going to be able to paint it all in one go. Certainly not on stream because it wouldn't fit in a shot. So put him in the freezer, or her in the freezer, and then with the aid of a little bit of boiling water to warm a couple of parts up, to give them a little bit more flexibility, finally managed to get the arms or legs and the neck off that I'm currently working on, that I couldn't separate previously. And yeah, here we are. Otherwise I would be holding a massive glowing white blob under the camera here, and that would be no good whatsoever for anybody to see what I was blatantly doing. So, hope you're all well. You've all been having a great day so far. Weather is once again rubbish, but that don't matter because we're inside. So, this is a second coat on most of this part here of Reaper Dragon Red 9401, one of my favourite reds to use as a base coat, but seeing as most of this lovely mini is going to be red, this is what we're going for. So, this is the bit that joins onto the body, this big lump here, and the heads go there and there. So, black head up here, green head down here. And so I'm just working my way up the neck in the scales, and then we'll move over to the heads while this dries. Before we start mixing black into red and green into red down the bottom there on the necks.
Tony says he's doing good. He's doing a bit more in his cave, waiting for it to dry. That's the pizza cave, or knick-knack cave, because Tony's scenery always looks like food to start off with. That looks like a pizza currently, melted pizza. So that's cool.
Awesome.
I have just attempted to take pictures of my miniature that I have been working on, and yeah, that proved quite difficult. So we'll have to see if I can maybe do a little collage to make one picture of various angles, because it's not a great mini to take pictures of. So
why not?
Because it's the three-headed dog, the Reaper three-headed dog, and I'm doing it for the RCL Pagerama. So I'm making it fluffy, and I made a little cardboard trapdoor for its base, so it's like the out of the Philosopher's Stone of Harry Potter. But it's a very nice mini, and all its heads are down, and its bottom's a little bit higher in the air. And when you try and take a picture, you either get blurry heads or blurry bottom, or just one head because the other heads are slightly tilted another way. And yes, it's proved to be not the easiest thing to take a photograph of. But I have taken some pictures. They'll have to do, and we'll see.
I'm sure it'll look amazing.
So do you not like the Christmas then, Sharon? There's less Christmas than there was to start off with. There was more Christmas, and then me and Little Miss had a discussion about how much Christmas there was. And Little Miss told me that maybe there was a bit too much Christmas going on, so I tailored back the Christmas. Yeah, genuinely there was more.
Are you excited about Christmas this year, darling?
I'm never excited about Christmas. I try to pretend to be excited about Christmas for Little Miss. But, I mean, we're not religious, so we don't have that element anyway. And we spend all our time as a family together anyway. So it's not like some families only see their family at Christmas and it's, you know, always a big thing because we don't see mum and dad the rest of the year. But we see my parents every day. So it's really nice to spend a nice day, no work or anything like that. But, yeah, it'll just be nice and relaxing, won't it?
Yeah.
And the tree's up now. You and Little Miss did the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it always sneaks up on me. That's the problem. It's already the 13th of December when it should just still be June. So, Korinoko says, looking forward to seeing you paint this bad boy. I'm starting mine with a black base coat, which worked out well. I've only been painting it for 2 years so far. Yep, that's about us, isn't it? Well, it's longer than that now, isn't it?
Yeah, I've only ever got as far as painting his base previously.
Yeah, how long have we had it? 3 years?
Yeah, something like that.
4 years maybe? It's definitely over 2 years.
Since the Kickstarter stuff originally arrived.
Yeah, I've had it a long time. It was just saying, Korinoko, that it hastily glued it all together when he first got it, and he's put it in the freezer today to take it all apart again, because he was never going to be able to paint it all in one block. Sharon says, just caught me by surprise. I'm not a fan, but it doesn't bother me at all. Just didn't expect it. No, yeah, you see, I didn't do a Halloween one, did I? I should have done like a Halloween one, but yeah. Yes, there was originally going to be snow going across the screen as well. It had snow. And I took it off, and then Hamish had snow on his, and I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't have snow on mine as well. I thought I was copying, but I did mine before I saw his. Honest, I really did. It took me longer to find some royalty-free music. That was the problem. And equally, you might see similarities if you watched Hamish's party stream between mine and his, because we both get the music and our images from the same place. so it does look very similar. It's just coincidence that we use the same free sites. That's what it is.
I've just got a little bit of red paint left, so I'm going to use it on this leg, which I started base coating. And seeing as we're painting large areas, rather than use the horror brush and give anybody palpitations in the chat there, I'm using a size 3 Green Stuff World synthetic brush, which sadly, or I think sadly, we can't get anymore. It looks like Green Stuff World have discontinued this range of brushes, which is a shame, because they are great.
Tony says, I surprised myself this year as I discovered that I can paint big minis pretty quickly now. Okay, they're not brilliant, but a bit of smoke and mirrors with effects helps out. Hi, Wicked D.
Hi.
Yeah, all festive. Can you hear the festiveness in my voice? It's
whoop, whoop.
Festive. There's also a new Lance Rewards as well. You know, just in case you hadn't noticed that one, it's there. Yeah, that's the one, Wicked D. Wicked D would like you to Christmas happy. Oh, don't sound so happy about it. And we need a ho 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 as well. You know, you've got to get a bit.
Okay. Hold up. Let's leave it out. How about ho ho ho?
That sounds like the Jolly Green Giant. Can I redeem a ho 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 from Mrs. MLG? I ain't got a hat on. I don't think that counts, does it? Ho ho ho. Oh, that's a very girly ho ho.
Free hydrate.
Oh, we haven't got a Christmas beard. You'll have to grow it and then I'll just paint it white.
Yeah. I washed my paintbrush in my mug in my tea earlier.
Did you? Oh, I was just giving you that. I was made you that cup of tea.
Yeah, I washed my paintbrush in my cup of tea just before the stream, which was super sensible.
You are a silly Billy.
So this is the top of the green head, and the bottom of the green head is here. So I've done the top of the green head, but I haven't done the bottom yet. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to do the bottom of the green head. So this is going to take a couple of coats, and this is Vallejo. So this is doing something that I don't normally do here.
Okay.
Yeah, this is very out of character for me. I'm painting directly onto the plastic rather than base coating.
Why is that then?
Do you know, I'm not really sure. A moment of madness, I think, because it feels really weird to not be. I think it's because it's such a massive model. I thought it's going to take me forever to cover it in a base coat, an undercoat to then paint over the top, and then I would have to have base coated it black. What colour did I base coat the other heads that I've done black? See, I did. I painted the other heads I've done black and then painted over the top of that. Does that mean the rest of this is going to look a bit weird?
I don't know.
No, I don't think
all
so.
different colours,
By
so
the
it's
time
not-
I've finished washing and highlighting and all the rest of it, I think it'll be alright. So, something I wouldn't normally do is paint directly onto a Bones Mini, but because Mal is so massive.
Tony says, oh, this sounds like a Roy Wood song. Yes, it might do, but it's royalty-free music, so it's different enough that it's not. Yes, it's from a place that I can't say as well, because I'm not very good at saying things out loud, am I? Fesleyan Studios. That's where it's from. But yes, it's not, but I see what you mean.
So, did I say this is game colour dark green Vallejo paint? So it's going to take a couple of coats of this to get it to the colour that I want. This is looking very bright at the moment. So, just going to give this block. That's the bit that the head goes onto that I'm just painting there. Just more like a contact point. I am just going to give that a coat of paint just in case you can see any tiny little gaps once I've got it all stuck together. So we're just going to give that a solid base coat as well. Right, so set that down over there. And then the head itself has dried, so we're going to work on the second coat for the head. Right, so it's got lots of horns. I'm going to paint all the horns in black on the whole dragon. So there we go. We got now like rap Christmas music.
Yeah.
Sounds very urban.
It's an eclectic mix
Yeah.
to suit all
Yeah, I quite like it.
tastes.
I quite like it.
Yes, you must wait until it is dry, Tony. Have some patience. You must
Does he want to get stuck in?
Yeah. It'll only ruin it, you know it will.
Oh, sorry. Just painting this green onto here. We're going to get another coat on there, just like that. So there we go. Nice and bright green. Dragon head. Right, so I'll just set that down over there. That's going to take a moment or two to dry, so we'll leave that to dry. That's that. And then what else have we got to work on? How's me black head going? Almost dry. Black head is almost dry. So I guess what we should do really is revisit last week's head, because we need to make this up to a brighter colour, and they need to finish the teeth on this. Well, in fact, need to do the teeth on this guy and finish the teeth on this guy. So let's do a little bit of work on this guy, this one, while we are waiting for stuff to dry. Where are we then? Excuse me. Right, so let's get some ice blue. Yep, dropped it.
So, sweetie pie.
Yes, my darling.
What made you want Mal in the first place? I mean, you've got loads of dragons and loads of other monsters and things like that. What was like? You can't just say it's cool. What made you think it was cool? What made you think I really want to paint that?
Because it's a massive, epic looking model, and I thought that looks sick. I'm gonna have to have one of them.
You've had to have one for 8 minutes.
Have I? Okay. So, yeah. You agree that he just looks like cool, doesn't he? Massive 5-headed...
I know, I was just hoping for more. I mean, Sharon's put 5 heads.
Yeah. Oh, that's... Yeah. It's just a massive, epic looking beast. It's cool. And there is no other 5-headed model available, and it just looks cool, dynamic, posed, and yeah, it's just I don't know what else to say. It's wicked. It's wicked, but also very daunting, which is why it's taken me all this time to get round to doing anything with it. That isn't what you wanted me to say, is it? I don't know what my favourite part about it is, to be honest. It's all cool.
Wicked D says, was it not from years of loving the childhood cartoon, watching D&D with a dragon make an appearance there?
No.
There's no oh, Wicked D. You can't. It'd be terrible in an interview, wouldn't it?
No, can't even say it was. It was just I looked at the model and I thought, I want one of them. I'm gonna have to have one so I can paint it in about 3 years' time. Yeah, I suppose so. Right, alright. You were painting?
just finishing this fluffy dog thing.
I see.
Even though, to be fair, it doesn't look really any different than yesterday, but I promise I have done stuff to it. It doesn't fit on its base there. So it's got little tabs in its feet, little holes, and then little tabs on the base that you're supposed to just slot in. Apart from, it only slots into one and then it's absolutely miles off the others. So the plan is to just cut them off and not bother.
You don't want me to have a go at reposing him?
No, it'll be fine. He's miles off, and I've painted it, so I don't want to be messing about and all the paint just rub off. It's fine. It'll be right. See, Wiki D says my cloud giant was like that. Yeah, I mean, it's a long way off. So even if we tried to repose it, I don't think it would really ever really work. Tony says, a pure, ooh, shiny moment. Yes, he has lots of those, Tony. There's lots of miniatures in our house which are, I just want that, I'm having that. What are you going to use it for, Dad? Nothing. Yeah, it's mine now. You can't take it off me now, it's mine. Isn't there?
Yep, I'm definitely a magpie.
But, you know, aren't you all?
Yeah.
Yes. Tony says, my tiny Blacklist miniatures box was like that too. Me and Tony were having a laugh earlier in the Discord because Tony has received his Blacklist miniatures from Mighty Lance Games. And I said, oh, you know, it's so tiny, isn't it? And he was like, yeah. I was like, it's such a shame they couldn't have made more effort to make it a bit bigger because, you know, in fairness, it's huge. Sharon says, ooh, shiny, defines our entire hobby.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I have to agree with you all. You've all been doing it for a lot longer than me, and I have unfortunately joined in with that little group of, oh, I like that, I'm having that now. Like those Moonstone miniatures which accidentally fell into the cart earlier on. Whoopsie.
Oh, is that your new ones?
The new ones that I haven't actually opened the box yet, but they're oh look, whoops, they fell in the shopping cart. Oh dear, what a shame. Tony said the postman's got a hernia from carrying that tiny little Blacklist miniatures box.
Yeah, it's cool. I need to have another look through it and decide what I'm going to paint. You've painted a couple of things out of it, haven't you? I haven't painted anything yet. Yeah, I've got one of them here, the awesome bear that you did.
Alright. Apparently my bear was from that. I know I've got this shambling mound thing over here. Whatever that is. I don't know what it is. This thing. That's from that, isn't it?
Yeah, like a shambler, whatever kind of thing it is. Earth Elemental, Spirit of the Forest,
that's
Shambler
from the Blacklist box
thingy.
That I haven't painted yet. It's just there. It's there looking at me, going, "You've undercoated me. What on earth are you messing at?"
And you painted this one a little while ago.
That's just very white.
Yeah.
It's just
this awesome white dire bear looking.
White. What have I got? I knew you were going to ask me that, Sharon. I can't remember. There's
mushrooms and something. Mushrooms and Mayhem.
Yeah, that's the one. Thank you. I couldn't remember the name. Mushrooms and Mayhem troop from the Moonstone. There's words.
Yeah.
Words exist, just not necessarily in my vocabulary.
I've prepared a restock order for the Moonstone stuff, but if there's anything that anybody would like in particular, then do let us know, because we're going to send it in to them probably tomorrow.
Yeah, so where am I? I've got too many scenes now. This is the one that accidentally fell into my box. So I like that guy. and I like that guy, and I like that guy. So yeah, accidentally fell in there. So that was the one. Hopefully that's the one. I'm not looking at. But I do like the goblins. Who doesn't like goblins? Hands up, who doesn't like goblins? That's right, nobody.
Well, we've got loads of Reaper goblins for you to paint.
Yeah, but I like these ones. They're ooh shiny, and then with the added ooh new. Yeah, with the Moonstone stuff and the Northumbrian Tinsel, in fact everything, the Lucid Eye, the Reaper, the Northumbrian Tin Soldier, the Moonstone, all of these are ranges that we intend to keep in. So if things sell out, then as long as we can get them back in, then the intention is to. So they're not a limited range. We are intending on this being a range that we always have, Bad Squiddo and all of those other awesome new additions that we've recently added are intended to be a continued line. If something dramatic happens and nobody ever wants to buy them, then obviously that's different, but they are absolutely awesome and I can't see that happening at all. So don't worry if you're thinking, oh, Christmas is coming up and I can add it to my wish list and send my wish list to my friends and family and make them buy it me for Christmas, but otherwise I'm going to have to wait then. It's fine, we'll still be here. We'll still be here for you. Did you? What? Tony says, I got a nice comment from the Moonstone gang about my floating froggy. What did they say? What did they say about your floating froggy? They say, it's awesome. I hope you went, yeah, I got it from Mighty Lance Games. And they go, oh yeah, they're awesome too. I'm joking, Tony. But it was really, really cool. It's an awesome mini and also an awesome paint job, of course, as always. I am looking forward to seeing what the prizes for the RCL are going to be so that I can spend my very few points that I have. Hardly got any points at all.
Do we know when we get to find out what the prize is at?
No, but the draw isn't until, I think it's the beginning of January, because it closes on the 31st. We all thought it would close earlier, but they've decided they're going to close it right at the end, and then they get all their breaks and everything out of the way, don't they, really? Which makes sense for them. They don't want to be trying to sort out people's raffle points and all that while they're just trying to eat the Christmas dinner. So I don't know when they're going to say what the prizes are. I haven't seen, unless Sharon's seen. I haven't seen, but it is only like the 13th, isn't it? So.
I haven't got very many points to use.
No, I haven't got any.
I need to pull my finger out and get some things finished off.
I haven't really tried to do a lot of things this month. I haven't done my player character. I always struggle with the player character because I just like doing monsters. I don't want to do a normal person. Tony says they loved it and really loved the skin tone for the pilot. He was fun. Yes, it was really, really good though, Tony. Cool. I mean, you must be proud of that one. It did look awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, so if there's anybody who's watching that hasn't seen it, then it is in the Discord, in our Discord. And what social media have I seen it on? Is it Facebook I've seen it on as well, Tony? Or Instagram? I can't quite remember. I've seen it in other social media from you posting.
Awesome.
How are you getting on?
All right, I'm using some Green Stuff World Imperium Blue mixed with a little bit of Ice Blue, and I'm just going to use this to do a very fine, well, not that fine, but a little edge highlight on the blue skin of the blue dragon head before we move over to a lighter highlight for the one that's eventually going to be the white dragon head. I know I've said it before, but I really like the green stuff world paints, and they mix so well, I find, with the Reaper paints. The quality is very much on par. They're lovely to use.
Has everybody been following along with the hashtag MLG Advent and across the social media? And you can see what everyone's getting behind their Mighty Lancer Games Advent calendar and how they're all painting them up. There's some absolutely amazing painted minis and some really cool figures that everyone's getting behind their doors. Despite the fact that I made them, there was one figure that somebody got today. I genuinely can't remember putting it in.
What was it?
I mean, it's a hi Chunkster. It's a Reaper mini, and it should have been in there. But you know, you're like, oh, that's really cool. Did I put that in? Oh, excellent. I can't remember what it was, but I saw it, and I thought, I don't remember putting that one in. But yeah, it is cool. So yeah, take a look. Hashtag MLG Advent across the social medias. And you'll see what people have been getting behind their doors and how they've chosen to paint them. It's cool when people get the same mini and then you see the different paint jobs in the same day. See how differently people interpret the different miniatures. That's pretty cool. Obviously, not everybody posts them onto social media. We posted out a lot more advent calendars than we get posts, but it is still cool to keep an eye on it and have a look. And I do a daily roundup, so you can see everybody's posts in one post, so that's cool. So yeah, take a look.
Yeah, it was good the other day, wasn't it? We got a mention from Reaper.
We got a mention from Reaper. Yeah, that was cool. You were at work. You were doing Friday Night Magic or late night gaming or
Friday Night Magic.
So I recorded it and sent it to you, didn't I? Yeah, Reaper John mentioned us and mentioned the Mighty Lancer Games Advent calendar and said that if people are in the UK, they should really come check it out because it's awesome, which was really cool. Yeah, hi Chunkster. Tony says, agree Nathan, the Green Stuff World paints really are nice. I really like them.
Yeah,
Tony says, I really should get an advent calendar next year. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. Honestly, and this isn't a, buy them, they're out of stock or whatever. Genuinely don't know what we're doing next year.
No.
The supplies of the advent calendar themselves and the miniatures are running quite low.
Yeah.
But we will try our very, very best. And also, if we discover that we really can't make them awesome, then we will miss a year. Unless we can make them so that when you open that door, you go, "Oh, that's a really cool mini." Then we won't do it. We won't cut corners and make them not cool, because that's not what we're like, is it?
No.
But we will try our very best. But I'm not really quite sure what's going to happen.
It's because we want to make sure that people don't get minis that they might have. If someone's bought an advent calendar for like the past 3 years, we don't want you to get like a whole bunch of minis that you might have already got. So we've been trying to make them unique, but it just depends how we can do it. But we will, like Mrs. says, we will try our best.
We're very trying. What you up to then?
So, just doing some little edgy highlights on this dragon's face. Maybe not like that. to make him a little bit brighter. And then... Oh, no! That head fell off. And then we're going to go back to the other head and do a little toucheroo on there. I was gonna say something. I can't remember what I was gonna say. I had something in mind that I was gonna tell everybody.
Well, you'll have to have a little think about it.
I can't remember.
On unrelated painting news, on not to do with painting, but to do with the MLG family. Today we got Gizmo one of those puzzle bowls. So it's a normal feeding bowl, but they've got like pattern, like a big sticky up lumpy bits, so that the food's you can't just inhale it, because he's a Labrador and he just inhales his food. And I add water to it, and that does slow him down, but it doesn't slow him down a lot, and it just sucks it up like a vacuum. And these puzzle bowls, they don't move or anything, none of the bits move around, and it's just a normal bowl, but it's got all these lumps in so that it's harder to get the food out of, so he's got to work at it slightly more and slow him down, because he keeps getting hiccups because he eats it so fast. So we thought, we'll get one of these puzzle bowls, and he was scared of the puzzle bowl. It's like he's quite a scaredy cat anyway. But I had to coax him. He really, really wanted his dinner, but he was too scared to eat it out of the bowl. So I had to feed him by hand and gradually get him closer and closer to the bowl, so that he would actually take the food out of the bowl once he realised that there was really nothing to be scared of, and it was just a plastic bowl. Well, bless him, he was frightened of the bowl. So it did slow him down though. Tony says that he used Green Stuff World paint on the pilot for the airship, for the frog airship, and it was the dark purple. Then started mixing in elven flesh and pale flesh.
Awesome. Yeah, the some of their paint sets are really cool in terms of like the colour palettes and what have you. But I need to maybe have some kind of inventory of our paint collection. Because when I see some of these things, I think like, oh, we should have that. But then some of the paint sets, I think we've already got single paints of, so it wouldn't be worth adding.
I'm sure that Sharon would agree with you. Having an inventory of your paint would make perfect sense, and you should definitely do it.
Yeah, I think we should. Right. So now we're going to do a bit more with this head. I think the green one needs another coat.
Sharon says, I feel called out. No, it's a good thing. It was a good thing. Wicked D says, those heads are looking so cool. And Tony says, spreadsheet!
Yeah, we could do a spreadsheet. It would be a lot easier if Mrs. was here at the time when I was going to do the spreadsheet.
Yeah, you could read them out, I suppose, and I could type them in.
Yeah.
Even though I hate Excel, so we might have to do it the other way around. You used to use Excel all the time at work, didn't you? At your proper job. And I've never really used it, so I find it quite difficult, even though it's probably the easiest thing in the world.
It is very simple.
Yeah, but I can't do it. Are you showing us any close-ups of your work you're doing today? Or
I will do when I've done a bit, yeah. I'll just give this another coat over.
This Christmas playlist doesn't seem to be very long.
No.
We seem to get back to the beginning quite quickly. Sharon says, for paint, there is a cool app to inventory, up-to-date, multiple brands.
Alright.
Oh, what's that called then?
Awesome. I've got the have the Citadel paint app.
But do you not still have to put in what you've got? I don't understand.
Yeah. So you have to add it.
I suppose it's just whatever's easiest for you. Because if you've got an app, then you would have your phone on you, wouldn't you, when you're in the shop?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh,
Even though you can have that Excel app on your phone. I have that on my phone for the RCL spreadsheet. It's the only spreadsheet I have, RCL spreadsheet. Oh, paint rack, I've heard of that. I've actually heard of that, Sharon. Maybe you've mentioned it before. Maybe that's why I've heard of it.
Yeah, paint rack. Cool. And is it free, or is it one you have to pay?
We don't like things we have to pay for, do we?
We're poor Yorkshire folk.
Poor Yorkshire. We're just tight. We're just tight. Oh, wicked day. I went in the Brass Monkeys on Sunday. It's really nice. I don't remember if you've been in or not. It's actually really nice in there. Good just have a... I don't know if they sell food.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do they? But it's nice. It's nice and spaced out, so you don't have to sit near anyone. Especially on a Sunday. It's recommended by various people, says Sharon. Don't go now and look, Tony. Stay here and talk to us.
Yeah, we might have to have an inventory.
Yeah, we rely on you three. Otherwise, I'd have to talk to Mr. MLG on his own. It'd just be us two talking to ourselves. Wouldn't it? Then again, I suppose I talk to myself all day until you come home, so... I pretend I'm talking to the dog, but I used to do it before he was here, so I can't really get away with that too much, can I?
You're going to have to put up with me tomorrow morning as well.
Yeah, we're going dog training for the first time with Gizmo. To a local dog trainer, see what she can tell us, see what we're doing wrong. I'm not going to say see what we're doing right, because we're probably not doing anything right. But see how we're getting on. No, they don't sell food. I don't think much of the upstairs. Oh, the upstairs was shut when we went. Apparently, they had to take the roof off because it was so rotten. So they thought, oh, we'll just make this roof terrace thing rather than messing about trying to put a new roof on. But we went upstairs, but it was all shut because it was Sunday night and it was winter. So we didn't actually get to see. Oh, I'm not looking now. I just wrote it on my note. Oh, I'll let you. Of course you can do whatever you want, Tony, but yeah. I might cry if you leave.
Sharon says that today she started her wish list on the website and she's breached the 400 item mark.
Oh, I was going to ask Ross. I see, that's reminding me. I was going to ask Ross, so I'll ask you. So when you look at the wish list, the way to look at your wish list is by clicking on the heart at the right-hand side, and then it brings up your wish list.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on some browsers, on the browser that Sharon was using, the heart wasn't there.
All right.
So I wondered whether when you sign in to your account, there could be an option to see it from there as well, so that there's like double whammy of being able to find it.
I don't know.
I know you don't know, but this is me. Can you please ask Ross? This is what I'm. Hi, Pete. This is what I am asking.
I'll write it on my notepad.
Pete says it's very loud at work, so I can't hear you. We'll just have to wave at you instead, Pete. Let's send you a little hello, so that we know that we've seen you. Hello, Pete. Hello.
What browser were you using, Sharon, so I can...
I don't know, but it worked on Firefox, but I don't know what Sharon was using originally. After I found the URL, then the heart showed up and stayed. Ideally, there would be access from my account. Yeah, that's what I thought, Sharon. That would make more sense to me as a non-technical person. That's not even a word, but you know what I mean. That you've got an option to log in, and then it's there as well. So you've got like double option, haven't you? Chrome, she says, Chrome. All right, Wicked D. Wicked D says, though Pete can't hear you, so he doesn't know that hello is for him. And Tony says, drink. Wicked D says we should take Finn instead of Gizmo. He's so well behaved. You're going to take Finn.
Where's that bit?
It's up to further up.
Oh,
I'd seen it, but I hadn't said it out loud. I got carried away with other things. I'm going to stop talking now.
don't stop talking.
Yeah, because I keep stuttering and my brain can't cope. So you're going to have to talk to us.
I can't talk and paint. I'm using some very thinned ice blue and blue mix that I was just using before, but I've made it a lot paler, and this is going to be a strong highlight across our white dragon's head.
You should do, Tony. Do it, and then you'll have to do the dance.
Don't do it. Don't. I don't know. Yeah, so I've got thinned down ice blue with blue mixture to it, with that Imperium blue, but it's very much more ice blue than it is Imperium blue. To apply over the edge of this thing, so it's really thin, more like a glaze, I think, or a wash even. Try and get this lightened up a bit. It's still very blue. And we need it to be white with that bit of darkness in the recesses. Nearly had my tongue stuck out there. Need a bit of tongue sticking out concentration assistance. So one of our customers earlier on was talking about running a Path to Glory Age of Sigmar campaign in this shop in the new year, which is cool. So I'm going to refresh my memory of the rules of that later, and then I might have to get my orcs out. Hopefully might actually get to play some games in the new year. This is a familiar tune. I think we heard this about 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I was saying like you said earlier.
Sharon says, I find it a bit hard when we paint chat occasionally, as I really need to mind my language. Written is easier than voice for that. You get little pokes of grey hair there on your camera.
Am I?
Because when you lean forward, you can see your camera. And then maybe need a posture check.
And Sharon a potty mouth.
I don't think so.
I don't know. It's just when she said that.
Well, sometimes
Minding
when you
your
just
language.
talk, you don't,
No, I don't know. Believe it or not, I occasionally am not family friendly.
You're not family friendly at all when you're at the shop on your own and no one can hear you. But you're very good. We are both very good at not saying things at home. Because even though we know full well that our child will hear all of these words, and our child does indeed hear these words from most of the other parents in the playground whilst waiting to pick their kids up, it is not something that we would like to encourage. So it's just the way we are. So we don't. There are lots and lots of other words available, lots of other vocabulary to explore. So that's just, and also with the shop and with streaming and everything, we want to keep family friendly so that everybody can enjoy themselves and not have to worry too much about stuff like that. I've always said to you, haven't I? I'm not quite sure who's decided that those words were naughty words and those words weren't. I know that we did lots of history about these things and stuff, but it just seems strange that those words are okay, but those words aren't.
Yeah.
It's like we were watching George Clark?
Yeah.
Amazing Spaces. Little Miss likes the George Clark Amazing Spaces programme on television, which is an architect gentleman who goes around and looks at people's new buildings that are like really cool, like really fancy tree houses, and when people have turned helicopters into houses and all this kind of thing. And it's daytime television. And he says a word on there which isn't a swear word, but her grandma has told her isn't a nice word. And every time he says it, she goes, "Oh, he's said that word again. He's not allowed to say that word." And I have to go, but it's not actually a swear word, sweetheart. It's just one of those words that your grandma has decided she doesn't like.
What is it?
What is it? Knackered.
Right.
Which, isn't a swear word, but yeah. She doesn't like it because her grandma's told her it's not a nice word. And he says it all the time. Mainly because most of the things that people convert into houses are wrecked and ruined.
Yeah.
Chunkster says, I got some more Batman models coming this week, I hope.
Awesome.
Sharon says, absolutely. Still restrain myself with my niece and she's 22. It is weird, isn't it? Tony says, I'm not a sweary person in real life, but Kathy is an ex-squaddy, so she's a real potty mouth at times. We see, that's the thing, my mum's Irish, so, like, her parents just swear every second word, but my mum doesn't, and I don't know if that's because she was brought up with it and she doesn't like it now, or what, but it is strange. The stuff that mum decides is swear words when it's really, really not. I see, we've got your lovely grey hair again, darling.
Oh, sorry.
Wicked says, I've just been leapt on by a very soggy doggy. They've been out for a walk. We only got a little bit wet. We didn't get very wet. Tony says, I like George Clark. Yes, he's nice, isn't he? I like the programme, it's good. And I like the fact that Little Miss wants to watch it. It was her choice to watch it. She likes things like that, and I think that's quite good. I'd much rather watch George Clark's Amazing Spaces than something like Peppa Pig. Which, to be fair, I've never let her watch because it's awful.
What?
Posture check.
What did she decide after watching it the other day? That she wants us to build a grotto at the bottom of the
She
garden.
wants us to do a project like you would get on this programme. So she wants us to make a hobbit house at the bottom of the garden. I mean, our house isn't massive to start off with, but make a hobbit house at the bottom of the garden, like a curved grotto. And because the garden isn't that massive, because there isn't that much room anymore, it's okay because she's had this awesome plan that we can just dig down. So we can dig down to make the room and just have an underground rooms for this hobbit house, and it'll be absolutely fine, and we can do it next year, and it won't take any planning or any effort, and it'll be up in like 3 seconds, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. And she's completely convinced that we're going to do this, and this thing is going to happen, and it's going to be really easy. She keeps going, when are we starting it? Well, we can't start it now, sweetheart, it's winter. So yes, so that is Madam's grand plan.
It would be cool.
I mean, yes, admittedly it would be cool, but the likelihood of it happening is very, very slim. I mean, we haven't even decorated our house in, I don't know, 9 years?
Something like that.
Maybe more. So building a whole new house at the bottom of the garden is probably unrealistic to assume that that's going to happen.
I always thought it'd be cool.
Yeah.
And we have discussed this previously, but I don't know whether you remember. I always thought it'd be cool if we had a tunnel that led between the house and the garage.
So you don't have to go outside.
So we don't have to go outside and get wet when it's raining. Because the washing machine and the chest freezer are in the garage.
That's just lazy, though, isn't it? I mean, that's you need like lots of money in a mansion with secret doors and bookcases that flip round and stuff. That's what you want. And then you could hold D&D events and have your real life dungeon crawling. Maybe that's what we should expand into.
Yeah, I think
MLG dungeon crawls. Tony says, oh, did you see that Grand Design's house that was done and made to look like a hill to blend into the scenery? I think so. If it wasn't the Grand Design one, I have certainly seen one. And you couldn't tell at all, could you, from like the top, that it was a house, because it was all grass and things. If that's the same one.
I saw one on the George Clark thing, where they built it in London, and the whole garden the house was built underneath the garden, essentially, because the plot that it was built on was on a bit of a slope, so all the garden above, all the grass and everything is on top of the house, and the house is underground, and it does have a front door at one side, but then the rest of it is underneath the entire garden, and it was massive inside, but from the front it just looked like there was a driveway and a door and a window, and then the rest of the thing was completely subterranean, shall we say. That looked pretty epic. But they do see some crazy ones as well, don't they? There's the little like shack thing on the side of the hill in Spain. And you just think, like, how could you live in a house? Well, I suppose like some people like it like that, but how could you live in a house where you have to put your dining table away to make your fold-out bathroom like big enough for you to have a shower?
Is it the Spanish fire service that's built into the cliff?
No, I'm not saying that.
So I think it was in Spain, but I can't remember. But they didn't have any room for it, so they just blasted big holes in the side of a cliff and built the whole fire station into this cliff. So it was like really hot outside because it's Spain, and then when you went inside, it was all nice and cool, and they'd done it, all fancy and everything, and then there's like an amazing view because it was in the side of this mountain, basically.
Awesome.
Who lives in a house like this? Oh, that woke Gizmo up. He obviously didn't like that impression.
I used to like that. Lloyd Grossman, wasn't it? I think. Through the keyhole, yeah. Who would live in a house like this?
And then that Keith Lemon guy.
Yeah, I wasn't so keen on his versions of the things.
Hi, Joel. Got away from work. Well, I hope you can relax now. Relax now. You're not at work. Chill out. Take it easy.
Yeah.
We're talking about random TV programs on this painting stream. How are you getting on over there anyway?
Alright, I'm doing tiny little brush nibbles onto the edge of this thing to make it try and look a bit more white.
Brush nibbles, that's that's a new technique I've never heard of.
I can't call them strokes. Tiny little brush, like
nibbles. I'm all down for brush nibbles. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
So what colour are you brush nibbling?
Really, really, really light blue.
So is that your white head or your blue head?
This is the white head.
So why is it blue? I mean, not picking on you. I think it's really cool, but I just I don't understand.
Because I want it to have a bit of depth to it, rather than it just being really striking white. So
that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I just didn't understand. I really like that head. I think it looks really cool. Gerald's looking forward to The Witcher second season on Friday. Yes, we're going to watch that. We probably won't get to watch it on Friday because it will be Friday Night Magic in the shop, and I am not allowed to watch things that we watch together without him.
Yeah, last Friday Night Magic before Christmas, we're doing a Chaos Draft Friday Night Magic. But so I'm definitely looking forward to The Witcher. It looks awesome.
It does, yeah. And we rewatched, didn't we? Rewatched the other to remind ourselves what happened. So we all need to shout at Tony. Are we ready? Tony, leave the cave alone! Stop messing with it.
Tampering with the cave.
I don't know. Leave it be.
Right then. So, close-up time.
Oh, okay.
Because it's 9 o'clock.
I know it is. I am aware. Hang on. Keep it there. I've lost my button.
Is Vesemir his mother? Right.
Well.
Sorry.
Okay. You happy with that?
Yeah. So that's what it looks like so far. Still needs a little bit more white to it to make it look how I want. But this is the white head. There we go. And then this is the blue head, which compared to the white head, I'm not sure I'm really happy with. I might have to change it. But that's the blue head. Ignore the teeth; they're nowhere near done. And then we've got the green head, which is just base coated. So green head. And blackhead, like the black. I painted this at the beginning of the stream, and it's still not dry. There's like bits of black that still aren't dry there, considering how warm it is in here. So yeah, that's where we are so far. I need to work a bit more on those guys, but I'm definitely liking the white one. Blue one needs a little bit more work. Thank you, Tony.
What are you going to do? Do you know how you want to make it have a bit more work, or?
I'm not sure really. I need a bit more of an assess. I think when I've finished with its teeth and the inside of its mouth, then I'll be able to make a better decision on what I'm doing with the rest of it. I don't know if I prefer how this looks on its neck there, where I've Thank you, everybody. So here on the neck where I've done it kind of like black to light blue, I don't know whether I should have done that on the head. Or I might change and do that on the head so it's got more like darkness to it, and then maybe that might make it a little bit more in keeping with this one. Lower down. Because or maybe with the bit of, because this one's, it looks glossier than this one. I think that's what it is. I think it looks glossier. So I think with a bit of matte varnish over the top of it, it might look a bit different. This blue I've used is very shiny, whereas this is quite pale, isn't it? But yeah, liking how that's looking so far. So we'll do a bit more work on those in the not too distant future. So we're going to wrap it up because it's just gone 9, and I've realised that despite trying really, really hard, I've managed to get paint, and it must be while I've been doing this that I've got light blue paint in the base of my paintbrush. So I'm going to have to.
Oh, you'll be able to use mine.
Yeah, I'll have to use your trick. Shall I try it now?
Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now.
So how do you do it, my darling?
You can either put it in the palm of your hand and rub it in, or get some tissue and rub it on.
Okay.
Put it in your palm of your hand.
Okay, so Mrs. MLG has discovered that antibacterial hand gel works excellently as brush cleaner. So you can blob that out.
Have you actually rinsed your brush in water first?
Yes.
So as far as you would normally think this, it's clean.
Yeah. So.
Rub it around.
Okay. No, not really.
Just my brushes then.
Yeah.
Just my brushes.
Yeah, it's not really shifting that bit of paint that's stuck in the
Let's have a look.
thing there.
Are you just being too tentative and too
maybe.
girly whirly? You're being too girly. Let's have a look. Come here, pass it in. Is it a posh brush though? I've not tried it on a posh brush.
Yeah, it's me rosemary and cove.
Oh no, I've not tried it on a posh brush. Gee whiz. There you go, look. That's all blue, there.
Ah, good.
You were just being too mamby-pamby. You see it's not there anymore.
Yeah. Hey.
You're just being too girly. I don't know if I've got.
There we go. Mrs. MLG's just sorted my brush out. Yeah.
And this is a dry brush, but I haven't actually used today, so I don't actually know if it is. But it's just been in my thing. I don't know if it is. It should be clean. So. Oh, it's not. Look at that. Look how mucky that is, and that's just sat in my paint pot waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting to be clean. And I thought it was clean, and it's not. Look.
Oh, I need to have a go at this. I need to.
See how much? It's really, really white. Did you see how much it's come out now? And that's. I've not used that today. That was just sat there thinking it's clean, and it's quite clearly not.
A bit of your
It's too
tissue.
bright though, the tissue.
Is it? Oh, use a bit of the blue tissue. Use a bit of blue roll.
I've never used it on the good
Yeah, so we get a bit of that, and then this is my Green Stuff World series, whatever it is, but standard detail Kalinsky that I've been using for ages. So.
I don't think I have to see the colour on it. Is it doing it for you?
Yeah, there's something going on.
Because I've been using browns, and that's why it shows up better. Yeah, I've been using browns, that's probably why it shows up there. But the thing is that I just thought I'd give it a go, and then it cleaned my brush quite well. I'd washed it in water and everything. I hadn't just gone, I can't bother to wash it. I'd washed it in water and I'd wiped it on my tissue. And anyway, give it a go. See what you think. I don't know the long-term effects, which is why I haven't used it on a posh brush. But it is only hand gel.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna try that out.
Because we all have that now, don't we? Kicking around.
Let's have a go on the horror brush.
An effective fast defence against germs and disease. Your blue nail's not really helping us see what you're doing now.
No. Yes.
No.
Yeah, it is, yeah. There's something coming out of there. I'll try it on my hand. I need to try it on like something that's proper mashed, don't I? Let's try it on this. Now,
Yeah, it's all green. Have you washed that?
On me dry. Yeah, this has been washed, this brush.
And you put it away thinking it was clean.
Ooh.
It's not, look. Look how not clean that is.
Yeah.
So that might last you a bit longer now. Anyway, there you go.
Yeah.
Have a play.
Top tip, antibacterial hand gel. So, where's my other dry brush? I need yeah, I'm gonna have to.
All excited now. Don't tip hand gel everywhere.
I'm gonna have to do it on this one now.
Well, don't use the same. You'll put green into your brush. Oh, jeez. Come on, boy.
Try it on this brush. I think this one qualifies as a horror brush as well, but this is a Citadel small dry brush. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, you see, thinking these brushes are clean. Look how manky that is. That's not clean, is it? In a million years.
Yeah.
Is that like mine, where you put it away thinking it was all alright?
Yeah.
And then all your bristles will splurt out. So I used it on my Humbrol big brush because it was all splayed and all over the place. I managed to get a bit of a tip back on it. So, yes, there you go. That's well gross. As if you... You have to clean all your brushes now.
I know. Oh, there we go. Top tip. Antibacterial hand gel is excellent dry brush cleaner. There's still
that helped.
Yeah, there's still plenty in there as well. I think that one could probably benefit from a good going over, but it's never looked that clean since it was new. And that one. That's awesome. Right, cool. There you go. Finish with a top tip. So thanks everyone for joining in and visiting us this evening, spending your evening with us. We're going to call it a day for this evening's stream. We'll be back tomorrow at 7. Sorry, back tomorrow at 7, just before Hamish's stream. Oh, that's the wrong paintbrush. And tomorrow night, I'm going to be working on...
Stop messing.
I know. I should stop messing about, shouldn't I? Stop messing about, mate. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be working on a couple of different things, a couple of different minis. But I'm going to leave it a surprise. And what are you going to be working on?
Mine's not being left a surprise. I just don't know.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. So join us tomorrow night for an hour of painting and chatting and stuff. Yeah. And hopefully we'll see you all then.
Try the hand gel and then tell us how you got on.
Yeah, that's it.
And we'll have a discussion about it and say, oh no, Emma, that was a load of nonsense and it only works for you. Or that's actually quite cool.
Awesome.
Thank you very
cool.
much.
Thanks everyone. Cheers. Bye.